From Hollywood, time once again for Money TV. I'm Don Baillargeon. Thanks for joining us. Money TV is the program all about money and what makes it happen. A more than 50-year reign of terror came to an end when Cuban dictator Fidel Castro died last week at the age of 90. Unless, of course, you're listening to the mainstream media and some liberal politicians here in the U.S. and Canada. Listen to them and you'd think Castro was Mr. Rogers or Captain Kangaroo. The Washington Post called Castro a spiritual beacon. Jill Stein, the queen of useless recounts, called the Cuban dictator a symbol for the struggle for justice in the shadow of an empire. Seriously, she really did say that. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau referred to Castro as a larger-than-life leader who served his people for more than half a century. Now, what kind of idiot refers to a dictator as a servant of the people? Justin, dictators don't serve people. People serve dictators. You can look it up. American TV news media called him grandfatherly. CNN compared him to Nelson Mandela. Geraldo Rivera said that Castro will be remembered fondly by the Cuban people. Now, that fond remembrance by the Cuban people was on full display as hundreds of thousands took to the streets in Havana and Miami to celebrate the news of Castro's death. Only President-elect Donald Trump, tweeting simply, "Fidel Castro is dead!" seemed to publicly realize the full gravity of the situation. The truth? Well, the truth is simple. Castro is nothing more than a bloodthirsty dictator who ordered the firing squad deaths of more than 3,600 people, who sent state militia to sink the 13 DeMarzo tugboat, killing 41 Cubans, of which 10 were children. Castro sent Cuban MiG fighter jets to shoot down 2 unarmed American civilian aircraft in 1996, killing everyone on board. More than 30,000 Cubans were rounded up and thrown into forced labor camps for being guilty of belonging to Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh-day Adventists, being Catholic or Protestant clergy, or for simply being gay. Just your typical grandfatherly, larger-than-life, fondly remembered spiritual beacon struggling for justice behavior, right? Freedom of religion was oppressed under Castro. Entire families were separated and destroyed. The same liberal news media that was calling the U.S. president-elect a symbol of hate and a fascist 2 weeks ago spent several days eulogizing Castro as some sort of kindly misunderstood elderly statesman. You can't make this stuff up. It really happened, and there are those uninformed people who believe all that dribble. For me, Fidel Castro takes his place along the Joseph Stalins and Adolf Hitlers of the world, and frankly, the world is a better place without him. Now, here's something you can always count on is our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world you're watching the program, 888-259-4449 to get free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. Again, 888-259-4449, toll-free from anywhere in the world. Be sure and visit us at MoneyTV.net. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.